What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Reef RX. Hope you guys are having a great day. Going to give you a quick update on both my tanks and then the cultures that I have going on. Don't forget, I'm going to be doing a giveaway soon for a lens for your camera to take pictures of your tank. It's what I use for this tank now. It's a Orpek, it's O-R-P-H-E-K aquarium LED lens. Comes with 3 different lenses and a magnifier and then the clip. It'll work on your iPhone, GoPro, or pretty much any camera, I think. So once I hit 300 subscribers, I'll be doing that giveaway, so make sure to subscribe. So if you remember from my last video, I talked about wanting to redo the rock work in my tank, which I did. So pretty much all the rock on the left side of the tank I rearranged to try to make more space for the corals. It doesn't look that great, I don't think, but once it fills in more, once these corals start to grow out, I think it'll look a lot better. There's a lot of little swim holes in here, which I think is really cool for the fish to be able to swim through. So it definitely adds, a cool look to the tank. It's different than what I had before. I rearranged all my corals in here pretty much putting all the acros on the top left so they get some good lighting up here, and then a lot of the softies to the bottom. So I moved my Zoa garden over to the left. I put a lot of corals on some plugs that stay in the sand. So that's what I got my torch on, so the clownfish is still loving to host to the torch. Got the candy cane coral, got the frog spawn, another candy cane. These sonic flare zoas, I just fragged some of those. So those are right here. I'll be selling some of those soon. If you're local and you're in Massachusetts, I'm in the South Shore area, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, and we can get in touch for those. So yeah, everything's doing pretty good in the tank. Still haven't done a water change since I've been dosing the Tropic Marin Alpha Reef. So I dose about 45 mLs of that a day to this tank. And everything looks great. I sent in an ICP test about a month and a half ago. Everything came back pretty good. Had to dose some stuff to it, but nothing crazy. So tank's looking good, sand's looking really good. These tiger conchas do an excellent job at keeping the sand nice and clean. And a few things I did add. I added this vacuum pump over here. So the purpose of adding that was for my ozone. So I dose ozone to the tank. So what I wanted to do was to bring fresh air from the outside, and I do have a hose that runs outside, but it's kind of small, so I wanted to help this suck the air in from the outside to see if it'll bring up the pH. Still trying to get the ozone dialed in. I've had it for a while, but what I really want to get is an ozone reactor. You don't really see those for sale anymore. You got to kind of build one on your own because most people use the skimmers, but I feel like I'd have better efficiency if I had an ozone reactor. Definitely going to get rid of these clear DI rollers. Another controller died the other day. I've completely had it with them. So I have it on a manual every 8 hours. It's on a manual run, so every 8 hours it'll run for 3 seconds to move for the motor for the roll. But I decided I'm going to go with the Red Sea roller that is going to be released. So I'm going to be removing a lot of these chambers out of the sump. So I'm going to take out this one here on the left. The sock chamber will come out. The chamber in the back where the water comes in is going to come out, and this middle chamber for the ATO is going to come out. I'm going to redo the plumbing. I'm going to put some manifolds on here, and I might even set up a frag tank plumbed into this system. So at least if I put the manifolds on, I'll be able to do that down the road. I have the room over here to the right of the tank to do that. So hopefully that's something that I do in the near future. I'm definitely going to do it, but hopefully it's within the next few months, but I don't have a deadline or anything like that. I got to wait for the filter rollers to come out from Red Sea. Oops. So once those come out, I'll order one of those. I think I'm going to order the bigger one. It does up to, I think, 2,300 gallons per hour it's rated for. So I'll probably end up doing that bigger one. The other thing I want to do is I want to add another LED light. So I have the 2 LED lights with the T5s, but I want to add one in the middle. I slid this one over so the acros get more lighting. But it's just, I think I need another one. So I'm going to put another one in the middle. The 2 LED lights I use now are the AI Hydra 26 HD. I think I'm going to go with something different, but I'm not sure yet. So what kind of lighting do you guys use that you like in your tanks? I've heard a lot of good things about the Ecotech. So I might go that direction, but let me know what you guys like in your tank, and I'll look into that for an option. So if we move over here to the left, you'll see I got the phytoculture going right here. I ran out of room in my fish room because I have 2 tanks set up now with cultures going, one for brine shrimp, one for tigropod. So I moved the phyto out here. I just started this culture on Thursday. It should be all set by Friday. And then we got the anemone tank, so everything's looking good here. Really not much has changed with this tank. Oh, I did add the emerald crabs. I talked about wanting to get emerald crabs for all this bubble algae. So I picked up, I actually ordered 5 of them off of eBay, and I had a, pretty good experience doing that. So I ordered 5. I put 5 in this tank. So there's still some bubble algae there, but a lot of the other places that I had bubble algae are pretty much gone. So they've been doing a really good job keeping this rock clean. Very happy with those crabs. I did throw another tiger conch in this tank. I took it out of my other tank. I swap them back and forth once in a while, but so he's in there keeping that sand nice and clean. The clownfish still loving their anemones. So that's about it with this tank. Not a whole lot to report. On that air pump or the air vacuum I have pulling the air from outside, it is helping this tank as well. So it pulls on the main line. So I have it pulling from here. So it pulls all the way from outside, brings fresh air to this tank, but also helps this tank over here bring fresh air as well. So let's go in the fish room and take a look at the cultures I got going on. All right, so here we are in the fish room. I got the 2 cultures going. On the left is the tiggropods. The right, I have the brine shrimp going. Let's check out the brine shrimp. So I've got a ton of brine shrimp in here. These guys, I just love watching them swim. I could just sit here for an hour and just watch them swim. They're really cool. This culture's been going for about I want to say a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, week and a half. We'll go with that. I feed them the fresh phytoplankton that I'm culturing, and I also feed them the spirulina powder, and they seem pretty happy. So hopefully they'll start reproducing soon on their own. That's kind of my goal, is just to be able to have an endless supply to feed to my fish. My fish just absolutely love snacking on these guys. So, well, these 2 are swimming together. I'm not sure if that's breeding or not, but all right, so that's that. Tiggropods over here. These guys, they're really hard to see with the camera. I don't think you'll be able to see them. When I zoom in close on this, things get blurry. So, but they're in here. Yeah, I see that dot on your screen. That's one right there. So I did some research on these guys, and I read that after a couple of weeks or maybe a month, these guys will just start to take off. So what I feed these guys is the concentrated version of PhytoFeast. I give them about a 0.5 ml, dilute it in some of this water every couple of days for now. As more and more grow, I'll feed more, but right now I don't want to overfeed to I don't want this culture to die. And then I also give them some fresh phytoplankton that I culture as well. So those are my two cultures I got going on, and that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos and you don't miss out on that giveaway that I have coming up. Hopefully that'll just be maybe 3 more weeks probably, I would imagine, at the rate we're going for subscribers. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate all you guys' support, and we'll talk soon.